patient. The ceremony will now begin with the drum performance. Cảm ơn quý vị đã chờ đợi. Buổi lễ sẽ bắt đầu với phần biểu diễn trống nghệ thuật. Please stand for the academic procession. Xin mời quý vị và các bạn sinh viên cùng đứng lên ạ, để chào đón đoàn diễu hành danh dự.
Please remain standing for the Vietnamese and Australian national anthems. Please be seated. Chancellor, distinguished guests, graduands, ladies and gentlemen, what a wonderful day to start today's events. My name is Hugh McCann, and I'll be your MC for today's graduation ceremony. To formally welcome you now, I'd like to call on RMIT's Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Education and Vice President, Professor Belinda Tynan.
Good morning, everyone. It's so lovely to be here in this magnificent hall. Welcome to our 2019 graduation ceremony. As the Deputy Vice-Chancellor and Vice President of RMIT, I'm incredibly proud to be here today to congratulate our graduates on this outstanding achievement. I'm delighted to be welcomed so openly by all of you in this amazing country. Every time I visit, I more deeply get to know the traditions and people, particularly our students and their parents. Today is an important milestone, one that will be etched in your memory for the rest of your lives, and it is my pleasure to be here to celebrate with you all. As are all your guests, whom are here to celebrate your success, I give them a very warm welcome too. Today's a remarkable one, as it signals the return of one of our most distinguished leaders at RMIT, and it's my pleasure to introduce RMIT Vietnam Chairman and Vice-Chancellor Delegate, Professor Peter Collo. Many of you know Professor Peter Collo. For those who don't, let me express how delighted the Vice-Chancellor and RMIT Council are that Peter is back in Vietnam. Peter joined RMIT in 1985 and played a key role in establishing the university's presence here. Being part of RMIT Vietnam since its inception means he's been here every step of the way, watching the campus and then campuses grow and mature. It feels fitting that he's back as the RMIT Vietnam Chairman, guiding and graduating and congratulating our graduates with his deep history and connection to both campus and this wonderful country. As we come together today to celebrate the end of your very first chapter with RMIT, a new phase beckons with a world of opportunity. Carry the RMIT name in your hearts, cherish the experiences you've had, and continue to nurture the connections you have made as one of our new alumni. I do hope as every one of you crosses this stage today, that I hear thunderous applause and heartfelt congratulations. This is your moment. Let's get started. May I now welcome Professor Peter Collo, RMIT Vietnam Chairman and Vice-Chancellor Delegate.
Xin kính chào quý vị. Chancellor, Mr. Taylor, our keynote speaker today, representatives of industries and high schools, including Lomonosov, Lê Thầy Thong, Vietnam Australia School, and High School for the Gifted, Hanoi University of Education, honoured guests, staff, graduates, family and friends. As RMIT Vietnam Chairman, it is my pleasure to welcome you all here today as we come together to celebrate this significant milestone. When I'm speaking as a guest of a country, I always like to start by showing my excitement and appreciation for the opportunity to be here with you all. I love being in Vietnam, and the people of this beautiful country have always welcomed me so warmly, so thank you. For our graduating students, today is a day you will look back on for the rest of your lives. Take a moment to savour it and reflect on this moment. Many years of hard work and dedication has brought you to this point, this day of graduation. Congratulations on your achievement. For parents too, you must be so proud. Take a moment to reflect on the fundamental role that you have played throughout this journey. Without your love and support, we would not be here celebrating today. I've been lucky enough to be closely linked with RMIT Vietnam since its inception. And as Vietnam continues to evolve, RMIT has grown alongside, always staying true to our core purpose of education. And as your leading foreign university, RMIT has supported Vietnam's economic priorities and the positive development of the region for nearly 2 decades. And in so many ways, we're just getting started. In fact, next year, we will celebrate our 20th anniversary here, and I'm very excited about that. It's our intention to contribute, making a genuine contribution to the lives of people in Vietnam and in the wider region. RMIT continues to invest in education in Vietnam, and without your ongoing support for what we do, it would not be possible for us to deliver a contemporary, world-class education that prepares students here in Vietnam for success in the modern world. Today, as graduates, you will join more than 13,500 alumni who are already in demand here in Vietnam, and they will know the benefit of an education that opens doors both here in country and around the world. Indeed, 93% of RMIT Vietnam graduates secure a full-time job within 4 months of completing their degree. That's a fantastic result, and it builds on RMIT's long history and proud reputation for providing an exceptional education that's fit for the times. How do we do it? I hear it all the time from industry here in Vietnam. Our graduates are highly sought after for the connections they hold and their work-integrated learning experiences, and that sets them apart. For the 4th consecutive year in 2019, RMIT features in every global ranking schema. And in the QS Stars evaluation system in particular, RMIT has received 5 stars on every category. We also ranked 59th globally and 20th in Asia Pacific in the graduate employment rate in the 2020 Graduate Employability Rankings. Graduates, you come together from far and wide. Some of you made RMIT your first step straight from school. Others came after travel adventures or indeed the world of work. No matter how or when you joined us, you all shared a desire to learn and to succeed. What united you was a determination to gain the knowledge and experience to prepare you for your life and for your career. And that's exactly what you've done. You're about to stand as a graduate of this great university, and that is quite an achievement. It's taken commitment, determination, tenacity, and at sometimes sacrifice, and you've made it. But I'm sure I can say that you didn't make it alone. When the Australian Prime Minister visited Vietnam earlier this year, he spoke about the relationship between Australia and Vietnam moving from friends to mates. So what does that mean, and why would I bring it up here at this graduation? Well, let me explain. We live in a world that increasingly takes place online. We communicate in short-form texts, we collaborate in team sites, we store what we create in a cloud. We celebrate progress in virtual systems and artificial intelligence, and we invest in solutions that progressively reduce the need to be in the same place at the same time. And yet research by the smartest people around the world tells us that the skills that will define your success are those that will test your ability to be human together. The skills for success are about our ability to adapt, our resilience, our communication, and our leadership capabilities. You need to develop these skills in the company of others, through working in teams, through collaboration, and through building working relationships that last. And what I'd like to suggest is you've started that journey right here. The friendships you've made through your studies might be lifelong. They are certainly the beginning of an important network you'll draw on throughout your career if you're smart. And we know that you are. It's also these friendships that sustain you during the hard times. And while I hope your hard times are few, we all have them. Life is so much more than career success, even though you may feel like that's your focus right now. When you look back on your life, it will be the relationships you remember, it will be the acts of generosity and kindness that you hold on to. And all these things come back to valuing what it means to be human and respecting the importance of friendship. So when the Australian Prime Minister spoke about moving from friends to mates, he was talking about that deeper friendship. A mate is someone you lean on in the good times and the bad. It's a friendship to depend on. So if you've made even one friendship like that during your time at RMIT Vietnam, hold on to it. Hold on to it firmly as you hold on to the document you will be presented when you graduate. And maybe today is the day you'll go from a friend to a mate. Today, you join RMIT's proud history and global network of more than 4,300 alumni in 130 countries. That's an extraordinary reach, and I encourage you to make the most of RMIT's rich 132-year history and unique global footprint. When you look around this room, you can see that behind every one of you is a network of support. I'd like us to take a moment to acknowledge those people. To all parents, partners, family and friends, thank you for the support you've given our amazing graduates. So graduates, why don't we give them a round of applause? And there's another group who are also bursting with pride here today, the people of RMIT. I'd like to take a moment to thank our amazing team of academics and support staff who've been there for our students along their journey. Let's give them a round of applause too. It's been a pleasure being part of your journey as RMIT students, and will continue to be so as you become our alumni too. Remember, no matter where you go or what you do in your life and career, you will always be part of RMIT. We're confident that we've given you all the knowledge, skills and connections you need to be successful. We can't wait to see what you'll do next and wish you every possible success for the future. In concluding, I want to leave you with 3 pieces of advice. Number 1, keep learning. Number 2, stay curious and question everything. And third, above all, stay true to the aspiration that brought you to RMIT in the first place. So once again, on behalf of RMIT, congratulations and thank you. It's a privilege to share your celebration today. Thank you.
Many thanks to our chairman, Professor Colo. The Chancellor Delegate, Ms. Janet Latchford, will now lead the conferring ceremony.
I call on Ms. Connie Molino, Academic Registrar of RMIT University, for the certification of awards.
Okay, everyone. So now we've reached the part of the ceremony that you've been waiting for, the part where you graduate. In this one moment, all those years of hard work pay off as we declare that you have completed the requirements to become a graduate in your chosen field. You should feel incredibly proud. Your families and friends should feel incredibly delighted. You set your sights on this years ago, and you've made it. When it was hard, you kept going. When you felt distracted, you focused. When you wondered if you could make it to the end, you pushed on. A long time ago, a man called Sir Edmund Hillary was the first person, alongside Sherpa Tenzing, to climb Mount Everest. He's famous for saying that it is not the mountain that we conquer, but ourselves. And that's exactly what you've done. With discipline, persistence, and determination, here you are, soon-to-be graduates of RMIT University. So with that, graduands, would you please stand for the conferring of degrees? Chancellor, I certify to you that the candidates presented here today have fulfilled the conditions prescribed for admission to the named awards of the Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology and are entitled to be admitted to the rights and privileges of these awards.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Council of RMIT University, I admit the duly authorised candidates on this list, both present and absent, to the appropriate degree or diploma of RMIT University and to all the rights and privileges of graduation. Congratulations to our new graduates.
Graduates, you may now be seated.
Our keynote address today is to be given by Mr. Dai Lê, founder and managing director of RMIT Capital, a Vietnam-based investment firm with a focus on the consumer, education, energy, and real estate sectors. Prior to founding RMIT Capital, Mr. Lay was a director at Temasek, based in Singapore and Vietnam, and managed private equity investments in the agriculture, consumer, technology, media and telecom sectors in Southeast Asia, where he evaluated over 200 deals, was responsible for $700 million in equity investments, and oversaw investments and business development in Indonesia, Thailand and Vietnam. These included a top 5 commercial bank, the second largest IT retail chain, Vina Milk, FPT, and one of the largest integrated agriculture players in Southeast Asia. Before that, Thai worked at BlackRock Inc., a global investment management corporation based in New York, and Agentis International, a software company, as a senior consultant based in Melbourne and New York, where he co-developed a risk analytics and reporting platform for portfolio managers to analyze risk more effectively, and which was adopted by major financial institutions managing over $3 trillion in assets collectively. Mr. Lay obtained his Master of Business Administration from the Wharton School, University of Pennsylvania in the United States, and most importantly earned his Bachelor of Applied Science honours from RMIT University, Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome Mr. Tai Lay.
Xin chào mừng tất cả quý vị. Hôm nay tôi biết có nhiều quý vị phụ huynh ở đây. Do buổi lễ hôm nay được tiến hành bằng tiếng Anh, nên tôi xin phép được phát biểu bằng tiếng Anh. Xin cảm ơn. Professor Belinda Tynan, Deputy Vice Chancellor Education. Professor Peter Colo, RMIT Vietnam Chairman. RMIT University executive members and staff. Graduating students and families. First, congratulations to all of you, graduates and your families, on this special day. Today is all about you. You are celebrating a major milestone in your life. In the past 3 years or so, you have done a lot of hard work. You spend long nights on assignments, projects, perhaps with some team members that you may not like. There have been up and down during your student life here, but you all made it here today. So, well done. With that, I would like to have a round of applause for all of you. Thank you. I'm truly humbled, honored, and grateful to be here today. When I received a call from RMIT to invite me as the keynote speaker for your special event today, my first thought was, they make a mistake. They called the wrong number. I learned that past keynote speakers were ambassadors, senior government officials, and others who have significant contribution to the business, community, and society, and the relationship between Australia and Vietnam. I have been stressing out for the past few weeks in preparing for the speech and what to share with you today. My research shows that common topics for graduation speech are life advice, how to be successful, how to be happy, and what really matters in life. The fact is, I'm still searching for some of these answers. So I decided to share with you my experience, my mistakes, and some observations during my career. As an RMIT alumnus, I believe that the education you receive at RMIT is a world-class education. With the professional skills and the soft skills that you learn at RMIT, I'm confident that you are ready to work anywhere in the world, collaborating side by side with top talents. I'm not saying this to make the senior management team here at RMIT happy, but it is from my own experience. Even I could make it, so you all can do it. Statistically, I'm usually ranked in the bottom 20% of my peers, be it in academic or professional setting. When I began my journey at RMIT in Melbourne, there were 6 students from Vietnam in my class. 5 of them was under full offset scholarships, and each had at least 1 international Olympic medal in math or physics under their belt. I was the only one who received the parents' scholarship. Yes, you see, I may have something in common with some of you. When I interviewed for a job at BlackRock in New York, I went through 6 rounds of interview. And I kept telling the interviewers that I went to RMIT with an R in front and not MIT. I started my job there. I learned that most of my colleagues graduated from Ivy Leagues or other top schools in the US. Some were from Beijing University or Indian Institute of Technology. The last 2 I consider as the best university in China or India, respectively. Despite the pressure, I was confident to work along with these colleagues, leveraging the knowledge and the skills that I had gained at RMIT, and meaningfully contributed my part to the organization. Now, you can get a sense of what an education at RMIT would take you. You would be able to compete for jobs with the best talents in the world, or work along with them in any corporate environment. A note to the parents here: this is probably the best investment you ever made in your life. Next, I would like to share with you 2 observations during my career. I do hope that you find them helpful as you begin the new chapter of your life. First, take care of yourself. You may have a lot of plans for the future, doing well at your first job, traveling the world, starting a family, and so on. However, if you are not in good health, all this plan means very little. This is an area that I have mistakes, and I'm still working on it. I was fit and active in my 20s and early 30s. I climbed mountains in Africa and South America. I ran full marathons in Singapore. I spent 1 week to explore Antarctica. That's how active I was. Fast forward to my late 30s. I could not find time to exercise due to work and family schedule. It was all good until 5 years ago, when I injured my spine. Lying in bed for a week, and then daily physiotherapy for 6 months gave me different perspective about health and its priority in life. So, take care of your body and your mind. Play a sport. Perhaps meditate. You may want to commit a time for yourself every day to recharge your body and refresh your mind. It may sound selfish, but you must love yourself and take care of yourself first. Then you can take care for others and contribute to the community and society. Second, get out of your comfort zone. Getting uncomfortable is a key to expand your horizon in life or in your career. just doing something you are familiar with or good at, you never know what you are missing out or what you are capable of. So try new things, take important but calculated risks, and you see where it will lead you. That's what I have been doing from early days of my career, transitioning from a computer geek to an investment professional. I started out my career as a software engineer and moved on to become an IT consultant so I can fill up my extrovert personality. After almost 10 years living and working in Melbourne, I was curious what it's like to live elsewhere for a change. The opportunity came, and I arrived in New York knowing nothing about the place or someone who lived there. Working in Wall Street gave me a deeper understanding of the financial market. I decided to quit my job and go back to graduate school for formal education in finance and management. When I started my business school, I felt uncomfortable and intimidated as I was surrounded by very accomplished classmates. It turned out my time in business school was among the best 2 years of my life, as I learned so much from my professors as well as my classmates. Had I played it safe and stayed with my job in New York, I would not be here today. I have been rambling long enough. You may forget my name or what I have talked about by the time you get home. But do not forget to take care of yourself. Once again, congratulations to all new graduates, parents, and family. I wish you all the best in your new journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Thai, for your simultaneously humble and insightful words. The Vice Chancellor's Award goes to the undergraduate student who embodies everything we would wish our graduates to exemplify: high academic achievement, social responsibility, and service to the university community. This year's winner for Hanoi Campus is graduating from the Bachelor of Communication, Professional Communication. A President's Scholar, she has made lasting contributions to the RMIT community. This includes winning a Student League Golden Prize in the 2019 Vietnam Young Lions competition, first prize in the 2017 RMIT 24 Hours Design Challenge, attending the 7th University Scholars Leadership Symposium, being Hanoi team leader for the 2018 Singapore City Challenge, lending her voice to social causes, presenting at SCD showcases, and leading and supporting numerous local RMIT events. The Vice Chancellor's Award for 2019 Hanoi Campus goes to Như Hương Cha. I'd like to invite the chairman of RMIT Vietnam, Professor Peter Kolo, to present Ja with her award.
Chancellors, RMIT Vietnam Chairman, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen. I'm beyond grateful to be a recipient of the Vice Chancellor Award for 2019. First of all, I want to congratulate you all on the journey so far. Each of us is beginning a story full of surprise and uncertainty, a chronicle of challenges and triumphs. Today, I'm thankful that I can share my humble story with you. I'm currently working as an illustrator at Vietcetera, a news and media company based in Ho Chi Minh City. It's probably my dream job, creating illustrations and telling stories on a daily basis. But in a way, the core of what our team does will be answering questions. We create content that try to provide answers to various aspects of the life of a young Vietnamese millennials. As I prepared for this speech, I realized that it's the thread connecting it all. My full-time jobs and my personal life as a fresh graduate is all about answering questions. It's about breaking through the uncertainty of adulthood. Just think about the problems that trouble your mind for the past few months, from work-related problems like how to progress your career, maintain work-life balance, to the ever-complex question of love and relationships. How do you prepare for a date? How do you know you have find the right person? How can you bring pride and glory to your parents and families? Aside from endless questions about livelihood, on our lifestyle, habits, and hobbies, we are also troubled with more abstract questions. How to love yourself, how to bring value to the world. Who are you as an individual and as a member of a collective, of the community? I am sure that myself and many of you here are bombarded with these questions every day. We are troubled with them. Making sense of this giant puzzle called real life is incredibly exciting and also scary for me. Sometimes it's lonesome and alienating. If you ever feel the same, I want to assure you that you are not alone. You are not lagging behind, no matter how fast or how far others seem to go. You are walking at your own pace, on your own journey. When I was told I had won this award, I was asked if I could give one piece of advice to fellow graduates. I don't feel like I'm in any position to give out advice. I'm also figuring out the answers to my own questions. The best I could do is to give out words of encouragement and support, to give out solidarity. Each of us is embarking on a new journey, and we should not be afraid to ask questions about ourselves, to test new grounds, to look for answers, for purposes. But we can't do it alone. So I would like to simply leave a gentle reminder. Reach out. Let yourself rely on others and appreciate the help. I want to tell you a little stories to illustrate this. In January 2017, I got run over by a car. It was a very unfortunate accident in which my right leg was severely damaged. At the time, we weren't even sure if I would ever be able to walk normally again. I was hospitalized for 2 months, followed by 3 months of physiotherapy. That very same June, I got on my flight to Australia for my exchange program at RMIT Melbourne. My family called it a miracle. It was my first time truly living far away from home, and at the time was still learning to walk again. I wasn't sure if I could ever make it, but it became a life-changing experience. I couldn't have had incredible exchange here with our group of friends from RMIT Hanoi. They made their apartment my new home while I looked for housing and while I started my life there. They showed me where to buy Asian groceries and how to find part-time jobs. They comforted me when my leg was sore and when I felt homesick. They were my groups, my support network, and my family. I am truly grateful for my friends' kindness and support. And that's how I knew I made some lifelong friends. And my luck went further than that. For the past 4 years at RMIT, I have been fortunate enough to meet such amazing people, peers, alumni, friends. Whether starting my first year at university in Hanoi, moving to Melbourne or Ho Chi Minh City, or traveling on global experience programs, I have always been supported by the amazing individuals that I cross paths with. On my RMT Global Experience programs, as well as my trip attending Spikes Asia, I met inspiring RMT grads from other international campuses like Singapore, Ho Chi Minh, Shanghai, and Melbourne, who reminded me that we are all global citizens, hoping to bring positive changes to our respective community and to our world. As I moved to Ho Chi Minh City earlier this year, it was my peers and alumni who helped me set up my new life. They gave me advice on my career and personal development and supported me through my lonely time in this big new city. And now, I'm fortunate to be working as an illustrator at Vietcetera, doing something that I'm passionate about. I work alongside a team of aspiring young people, some of who are also RMIT graduates, with hope to create platforms of meaningful and sustainable content. I believe that here, I could find out the answers to some of my questions. And somehow, we could share with you our perspective on the answers for the new Vietnamese generation, or at least be your source of guide to help you figure out your own answers. I have always been a shy and introverted person, but what I have learned repeatedly throughout these years is that each of us can be a source of help for someone else. No matter how small a kind gesture is, it could very well change someone's day. And with a little practice, we can create a community of support for one another. Again, it's not an easy journey to make out the answers of your life, but will definitely be more meaningful if you can share the journey with a loving and supportive network. Don't hesitate to reach out and get help, whether from your family, your friends, or your acquaintance. I hope you can find a moment today to send words of appreciation to those families, friends, acquaintances, and to thank them for their support. Finally, I would like to promise you one thing. As a fellow RMIT grad, as a friend and a peer, whatever the path you choose, as long as you steer in the direction of kindness and righteousness, I will always believe in you. And may I ask fellow graduates to do the same, to always believe in each other, support each other as friends and as members of our RMIT community. Thank you.
Thank you, Cha, and congratulations once again. Before we move to the presentation of degrees to our graduates, we have a performance by one of our undergraduate students. Singing The Climb, please join me in welcoming Vũ Hiền Linh.
not breaking. I may not knowing, but it's the moment that I'm gonna remember most. Yeah, just gotta keep going, and I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on. There's always gonna be another mountains. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes you're gonna have to lose. And about how fast I get there, and about what's way on the other side is the climb. Hey, It's always gonna be another mountains. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes you're gonna have to lose. And about how fast I get there, and about what's way on the other side is the climb. Yeah, everybody, and keep on moving, keep coming, keep your faith, baby. It's all about the climb. Keep your faith, keep your faith. No. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Lynn, for that great performance. It is now time to recognize our graduates for 2019. Chancellor, Associate Professor Matthews Nakoma, Head of School of Business and Management, will now present graduates from the College of Business. I'd like to invite academic staff from the School of Business and Management to move to the right of the stage to help celebrate the achievement of your graduates.
Chancellor, I now have the honor to present graduates from the College of Business. For the degree of Executive Master of Business Administration with distinction.
Thạc sĩ Quản trị Kinh doanh cấp quản lý loại giỏi. Đỗ Tuấn Bình. And finally, Nguyễn Kim Ngân.
For the degree of Master of International Business with distinction.
Thạc sĩ Kinh doanh quốc tế loại giỏi. Nguyễn Kiều My. Nguyễn Phương Chi. Trần Đức Trung. And finally, Vũ Ngọc Quỳnh Anh.
For the degree of Master of Business, of Master of International Business.
Thạc sĩ Kinh doanh Quốc tế, Ngô Thế Nam. Nguyễn Thu Anh. And finally, Phạm Hoàng Hiệp.
For the degree of Master of Finance.
Thạc sĩ Tài chính, Hà Nguyễn Phương Thanh.
For the degree of Bachelor of Business Accountancy with distinction.
Cử nhân kinh doanh, kế toán, loại giỏi, Lâm Yến Nhi.
For the degree of Bachelor of Business Accountancy.
Cử nhân kinh doanh, kế toán, Nguyễn Thu Nga.
For the degree of Bachelor of Business Economics and Finance with distinction.
Cử nhân kinh doanh, kinh tế và tài chính, loại giỏi, Đậu Mai Phương. Dương Toàn Duy. Nguyễn Bạch Diệp. Nguyễn Hà Phương. Nguyễn Lý Thanh Lương. Nguyễn Tùng Lâm. Nguyễn Vũ Khánh Linh. Trần Thị Thanh Thùy. And finally, Võ Việt Anh.
For the degree of Bachelor of Business, Economics and Finance.
Cử nhân kinh doanh, kinh tế và tài chính. Bùi Thị Bích Phượng. Đinh Thái Hà. Lại Minh Duy. Lương Khánh Duy. Lương Phượng Chi. Ngô Hồng Anh. Nguyễn Bảo Trung. Nguyễn Đỗ Thúy Vân. Nguyễn Hà My My. Nguyễn Hà Phương. Nguyễn Hoàng Thái. Nguyễn Minh Quyền. Nguyễn Quang Đạo. Nguyễn Thị Quỳnh Anh. Nguyễn Thúy Vi. Nguyễn Xuân Điệp. Nhữ Ngọc Quốc Thịnh. Phan Quang Nam. And finally, Vũ Thùy Trang.
For the degree of Bachelor of Business, International Business with distinction.
Cử nhân kinh doanh quốc tế, loại giỏi. Hoàng Thị Thu Hà. Nguyễn Lê Diệu Linh. Nguyễn Vũ Diệu Linh. And finally, Trần Thị Anh.
For the degree of Bachelor of Business, International Business.
Cử nhân kinh doanh quốc tế. Bùi Quang Anh. Đào Minh Quang. Hoàng Thảo Vân. Kim Trân Su. Ngô Minh Đức. Nguyễn Hồng Minh. Nguyễn Minh Anh. Nguyễn Minh Châu. Nguyễn Minh Phương. Nguyễn Mỹ Linh. Nguyễn Quang Minh. Nguyễn Quốc Đông. Nguyễn Tân Thùy Trang. Nguyễn Thị Minh Thu. Phạm Đức Mạnh. Phạm Nam Sơn. Trần Gia Khánh. Trần Hương Giang. Trần Khánh Duy. And finally, Vũ Hùng Mạnh.
For the degree of Bachelor of Business, Logistics and Supply Chain Management with distinction.
Cử nhân kinh doanh, quản lý chuỗi cung ứng và logistics, loại giỏi. Nguyễn Đức Thành. And finally, Trần Nam Ghi.
For the degree of Bachelor of Business, Logistics and Supply Chain Management.
Cử nhân kinh doanh, quản lý chuỗi cung ứng và logistics. Abdirahman Mohammed Ahmed Hassan. Bùi Tấn Dũng. Nguyễn Hải Khánh, Nguyễn Thùy Trang, Nguyễn Trần Quốc Đăng, Nguyễn Tuấn Anh, Nguyễn Xuân Thanh, and finally, Vũ Thế Hiệp.
For the degree of Bachelor of Business Management with distinction.
Cử nhân kinh doanh, quản trị, loại giỏi. Đào Phương Linh, and finally, Nguyễn Viết Hồng Đức.
For the degree of Bachelor of Business Management.
Cử nhân kinh doanh, quản trị. Bùi Nhật Đức, Lê Khánh Hoàng Anh, Lê Nguyễn Minh Thanh, Lưu Hải Phong, Ngô Nguyệt Minh, Nguyễn Hoàng Dũng, Nguyễn Hồng Ngọc, Nguyễn Minh Trang, Nguyễn Thị Hà. Nguyễn Thị Minh Ngọc. Nguyễn Thu Trang. Nguyễn Trọng Việt. Phan Mỹ Linh. Phùng Đức Anh. Trần Thu Trang. Trương Mỹ Linh. And finally, Trương Phương Anh.
For the degree of Bachelor of Business Marketing.
Cử nhân kinh doanh, marketing. Đặng Ngân Giang. Đỗ Hoài Thu. Nguyễn Thị Duyên. And finally, Phạm Đức Toàn.
For the degree of Bachelor of Commerce.
Cử nhân thương mại. Lê Duy Tâm. And finally, Nguyễn Như Hằng.
For the degree of Digital Marketing.
Cử nhân Digital Marketing. Trần Thế Hiển. And finally, Vũ Hoàng Minh.
For the degree of Bachelor of Tourism and Hospitality Management with distinction.
Cử nhân quản trị du lịch và khách sạn, loại giỏi. Tạ Thị Thùy Linh.
For the degree of Bachelor of Tourism and Hospitality Management.
Cử nhân quản trị du lịch và khách sạn. Sơ Chi Young.
Chancellor, Professor Julie Cohen, Pro-Vice Chancellor and Vice President, College of Business, will now present our outstanding graduates from the School of Business and Management.
Chancellor, the outstanding graduates from the School of Business and Management are: for Bachelor of Business Management, Win Viet Hom Duk. For Bachelor of Business International Business, Huan Ti Tu Ha. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates from the College of Business. Congratulations to our outstanding graduates and all college graduates.
Chancellor, Professor Tanya Broadley, Pro-Vice Chancellor and Vice President, College of Design and Social Context, will now present graduates from the College of Design and Social Context. I'd like to invite academic staff from the School of Communications and Design to move to the right of stage to help celebrate the achievement of your graduates.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present graduates from the College of Design and Social Context. For the degree of Master of Communication,
Thạc sĩ truyền thông, Dương Hạnh Ngân.
for the degree of Bachelor of Communication, Professional Communication with distinction.
Cử nhân truyền thông chuyên nghiệp, loại giỏi. Đặng Ngọc My. Đường Bảo Ngọc. Lê Minh Hằng, Nguyễn Hà Thùy Linh, Nguyễn Hải Đăng, Nguyễn Quốc An, Nhữ Hương Trà, and finally, Tạ Hương Linh.
For the degree of Bachelor of Communication, Professional Communication.
Cử nhân truyền thông chuyên nghiệp. Đào Hải Việt, Đinh Phương Linh, Đỗ Nguyễn Chi Mai, Đỗ Thanh Hiền, Hoàng Phan Tú Tú, Hoàng Vũ Công Minh, Lê Minh Nhật, Lê Thị Minh Hà, Lê Viết Nghĩa, Lương Thùy Linh, Lưu Phương Trinh, Ngô Gia Bảo, Ngô Hương Nhi, Ngô Phương Vi, Nguyễn Hải Long, Nguyễn Khánh Phương, Nguyễn Kiều Anh, Nguyễn Ngọc Khánh, Nguyễn Sơn Hải, Nguyễn Thùy Dung, Nguyễn Trúc Linh, Phan Hữu Trí, Phan Lan Hương, Phan Nhật Minh, Trần Ngọc Quyên, Trần Thị Linh Đan, Văn Trọng Hiếu, and finally, Trang Chi Sao.
the degree of Bachelor of Design, Digital Media.
Cử nhân thiết kế, truyền thông số. Lê Quốc Trung. And finally, Nguyễn Hoàng Vũ.
Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates from the College of Design and Social Context. Congratulations to all our college graduates.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes today's proceedings. Graduates, you are now part of a large community of RMIT alumni. I encourage you to get involved with the alumni community, as it will enable you to stay in touch with the university and the friends you have made here and develop professional networks to further your career. I take pleasure in inviting you to join us in the foyer for photos and refreshments after the academic procession retires. Congratulations again.
Please now stand for the removal of the mace and the exit of the academic procession.